Welcome to Week 7, where you will be learning about whether alternative electricity options are sustainable. This week, you will be exploring the answers to these questions related to sustainable electricity. What are alternative electricity options? How do alternative electricity options work? What sustainability, technical, economic, environmental, and social implications are associated with alternative electricity options? How can we compare these implications quantitatively through sustainability indicators? How do alternative electricity options compare with conventional electricity options across sustainability indicators? Alternative energy can mean different things depending on who is defining the term. Here are 6 different definitions of alternative energy. Some limit it to renewable energy sources only, and some include anything that is different from conventional sources. For this unit, we will use this more inclusive definition. Therefore, you will be learning about renewable energy sources, including solar, wind, biomass, geothermal, wave, and tidal resources, non-renewable fossil fuel-based alternatives, such as shale gas and clean coal, and other alternatives such as efficiency, conservation, and energy storage. You will watch a series of short videos to get a crash course in understanding how these alternative options work. The list of alternative electricity options is large and growing, and I have done my best to present a set of interesting and easily digestible videos to introduce you to the basics of the most readily available options. However, there are many more options and much more information I could add to this list. So please see the optional readings and videos for more information, and email me through Blackboard if there's an option you would like to learn more about, as I have many more resources available that are not included in the required or optional lists. Similar to last week, be on the lookout in the readings and videos for information about these indicators and others for each alternative electricity option. You will need to provide numbers for these types of indicators where possible, and descriptions where numbers are not available as part of your discussion assignment this week. Since there are so many alternative options, I am only requiring that you provide data for 4 of the options covered this week. But pay attention to what information is available for the other options, as you may see this information on the Unit 2 exam. It may be worthwhile to keep a chart like this handy while you're watching videos and doing readings, so you can keep track of different sustainability indicator information for each alternative electricity option in each category. This will help you stay organized in developing your responses to the discussion assignments. The specific indicators given here are examples for each category. You may or may not find information about each of these for each option, and you may want to add others to this chart. This type of chart will help answer the 4th question we are exploring this week. How can we compare these implications quantitatively through sustainability indicators? Not all videos or readings will provide numbers for each sustainability indicator. So where numbers are available, please take note of them and discuss in your response to your assignment. Where no numbers are provided, provide a qualitative description and discuss what numbers you would like to see to be able to compare options more effectively. For example, you might read that one option is expensive and one is cheap. What type of quantitative data would you want to see to make a stronger comparison? Would you want to see the investment costs, the cost per unit electricity supplied, the cost per unit electricity delivered, or something else? And what would the units of measurement look like? Total dollars, dollars per kilowatt hour, dollars per megawatt? Once you've done the readings, watch the videos, and compare the alternative electricity options, reflect on Week 6 and the article Sustainable Assessment of Electricity Generation Technologies Using Weighted Multi-Criteria Decision Analysis by Alexandru Maxim to help you answer the question, which options are the best out of all of the conventional and alternative options you have studied? Compare these options across technical, economic, environmental, and social data to rank them from most sustainable to least sustainable. Decide if you agree with the rankings Maxim presents and his approach, or if you would do things differently. At the end of this week, don't forget to take the Unit 2 exam. It will be available in the Unit 2 folder below the list of the 3 weekly folders. After Wednesday, February 26th at 8 a.m., you will be able to click on this link and enter the exam. However, do not click on the link until you are ready to devote your full attention to the exam and until you have prepared and studied appropriately. You do not have to memorize large amounts of material because you are allowed to use notes and course material while taking the exam. But you will only have 1.5 hours to take the exam once you start it, so make sure your notes are organized, you know where to find important information, and you understand key concepts before beginning. The exam will consist of 20 multiple choice questions. You are not allowed to communicate with any other person while taking the exam, unless you need to ask me or the TA a question to clarify something. Please review course material before beginning the exam. Make sure to study the weekly recap and introduction videos in particular. You will have 1.5 hours to complete it once you start the exam. During that time, you can log in and out of the website, shut down and restart your computer as necessary, but it will be 1.5 hours total from the moment you begin. The exam will open at 8 a.m. on Wednesday, February 26th, and will close at 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, March 1st. At that point, any answers you have saved will be submitted, and if you haven't answered anything, you will receive a 0.